Cymbal Etude for the Iowa All-State Percussion Audition this year, 2021. The cymbals I suggest using are 18 inches, maybe 19 inches, but nothing bigger, just because of the speed at which the 16th notes are in the second line. And this etude is actually fairly easy to accomplish if we have the proper, it's all about the setup for this etude. Setup with the grip, setting up the dynamics properly in the right ranges, and then setting up the cymbals for muffling in a certain way that really works for this etude. So when I'm setting up for my grip, my bottom hand of the cymbals, if I'm having them diagonally like this, it's going to rest like I'm holding it like a snare drum stick. Then I kind of release my thumb, and now I have the cymbal rest on top of my fist. The bellows on top of there. This one, the right hand, or my dominant hand, that's the top cymbal that's going to move the most. I'm going to use a snare drum stick grip, really tight up onto the bell. If I grip it too loose, then I don't have enough control of the cymbal to be able to play some of these passages. So I'm going to grip it way up close to the bell as much as I can, so it squishes my index finger actually against my other fingers. Then I can use my thumb to exert some more pressure and control the cymbal in every direction when I need to play the faster notes especially. As far as dynamics go, this etude has a very wide range, from a rooftop accent and fortissimo all the way down to a pianissimo. And oftentimes it's very extreme back to back with muffling. So we'll talk about the muffling to make that work. But once I figure out what that sounds like and feels like in my hands, I need to figure out what pianissimo is like. I'll find what that is. I'll get my muscles and my ears to remember that sound, and then I'll figure out the other extreme. Sometimes when I'm playing fortissimo, especially with the rooftop, I'll add another hand. But in this case, there's not a whole lot of time because we're playing faster notes. I'm really going to still keep focusing on the top cymbal. So once I have my fortissimo figured out and my pianissimo, then I'll get used to figuring out where's my mezzo forte going to be, where's my forte going to be, and now I have the grid of dynamics that I can fit everything else into in between. So I'm not pigeonholed one way or another as I'm playing the etude. So the muffling movement is very important because we have extremes in dynamic ranges, and there's a lot of muffling because you muffle in every rest. So an example would be the last measure. I'm playing a fortissimo note, I have to muffle and then back to pianissimo. So coming away from the stomach, we're muffling into our stomach, out to pianissimo to play the cymbals. If we're muffling back to our stomach too far open, it makes it really difficult to play the pianissimo note. So we have to get used to doing this. I'm going to muffle closed, really close to our body, and then out for pianissimo is easy. Last notes. Does that make sense? So I'm muffling up really close together as opposed to playing too far back. Now it's hard to do. So that happens a few times in the piece, so I just make sure I get that. It almost feels like I'm playing a downstroke on a drone. Downstroke crash, and then into our stomach to make it easy. So here's the etude.